That this evening we are honored, very, very honored, to have two of the finest, knowledgeable people that know this man so well, one who's worked extensively, done a lot of research on the legend, and one who actually lived with him at some point. Let me start first by welcoming lawyer, counsel Papa Yaw Anokye Frimpong. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
We give glory to God.
Yep.
I hear that when it comes to the knowledge that you've gathered on Daddy Lumba, you can write an encyclopedia. The next legend, a very long time ago, you probably heard a song called Koyunso. Do you know? Koyunso, and then like Reverend Azigiza Jr., alongside when he had done songs like Atepa, Ataji, and all of those, and he was flying high, shaking up the entire sector. God just arrested him. And he has become a pastor. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to welcome you to a star, to welcome a star onto this show. And when I say a star, not like a tiny star, one of the biggest. From way back till today, the legendary Papashi.
Evangelist.
Papashi, you're welcome to the show.
Fine.
You look, I can see the gray. Hey!
By His grace.
But you're looking good. I thought my gray was nice, but I like yours better.
Oh.
Maybe an answer, Papa.
No.
But I love the sound of that. Gray. By His grace.
By His grace. No, he still got it. You know, bars.
His grace.
Papashi, let me start with you. You lived with Daddy Lumba. This evening, I put up a post on Facebook, and I was saying two things I like about Daddy Lumba. The fact that, one, I never knew the man. I don't know. Mercury, do you know Daddy Lumba? When I say, do you know Daddy Lumba? Like,
the answer is
him?
no.
I don't think there's anybody in Ghana who actually knows Daddy Lumba very well. So if there's anybody who probably would know him, it should be somebody who lived with him at some point. And Papashi, you had the opportunity to live with him at some point in your life.
The Lord knows him more than I do.
No, correct.
As a human being. So we give glory to the Most High God. Heavenly Father, speak through me. Holy Spirit, have your way in me. I humble myself, Father. I thank you for your presence. In the name of Yeshua Mashiach, I pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen. Ofedase.
Yes.
So let's start from there. Before we come to, the historical knowledge from which we'll get a lot from a lawyer. Tell us, as a young man going to live with Daddy Lumba, how did it all happen? What was the connection? How did you end up in his house? How did you become a mentor?
Actually, I'm from Asante Mampong.
Oh, okay.
Man Ashanti. Me free Mampong.
Oh, and yeah.
Me Asantini.
Nice.
Me Kontonchini.
Okay.
Ye free Kontonchi. Obo enye kuma. Mampong ye wo me na me sa dancing competitions. Na brachas, me friend brachas. Me inti friend Daddy Lumba. Esa my disrespect, in some way. Where my brother.
Yeah.
And ye sa competitions. Roman and I support ye. One my sisters, ne my brothers. No me yempenim for. Me beji din kakra wo Mampong. Me didi first sa. And I'm a Kosama, Mr. Okosiampo for J, the late.
The AAA.
He came in, and I'm a man on TVs. The whole, they make tours, the whole Ghana. And the Charles named me before, say, Otu Kwayako, Germany, Brad Charles named me. Ne papa, ne stepdad, General Polipo, Nane Dumensa. When me papa, na my transport. And I'm mammy, I'm Miss Auntie, Nante so tradi, and I start cool, staff for tea. Me son, staff for tea, star coos, na Brad Charles in the chi. And you can say the OD branches, Sister Fosti.
So you're like family friend.
And you know, you're Timampon, and me sa Papa she will be a branches called Germany na Okoye album. And me on a album by na General Polipo, ne stepdad, and they buy any in a bonosi Charles do you mambo, Charles do you mampon so there because of the late Mr. Kosiampo for J. One and I say, Pofogene and Michael Jackson. Yeah, Lumba, Yena, be up on school 24 from before Jebe Bush program, be a man playing in a call, or maybe video sitting on my be a hotel back or Midway Hotel, 24 be a nurse and Colania Niaji, but only in penny for, and I'm a Messa. And Mr. Polipo, Edin on a banner baby, Mampon for a day. Now, Satan Brightness, a Bracha Sabo. Me yaka quentum and a buying sakan ubeko sakan na me yaka quentum na mampon baby a bogus number pa nti ye ne yetoto mampon boggers ni din ye free bi boga abetie boga trog boga yes am mo bae no nti obi a we na boga trog a or the videos unse satani VHS na ni
VHS video cassettes
omo aba be set video no mo di TV se ne ye hwe black and white no mo di colored buy nti o setting if ya ne kwa akohwe yi no mo gigi iska nti boga trog na ne ma no gu trog so ne ye ne ye tutu di nti chance ko ne de ko bo me ya ka kwantu ombeso be ban oba be tutu ni din boga me mama you and it ideas I know and we understand the game sana mampona e dey agro and e buy nti anyom no buy brandness na di ka ba Ghana bacha sama anyom no ne buy nti brandness ba TV so e wa GBC and obey promotions no coin na brachas e release obi atemesobo and what they bre AK Brobe Mr. Ekebobe, producer Kumasi, Neba Charles now, I'm so producer at that time. And Yana Sobra Charles and Timiama. And a brother Charles is Sikasem. And now this Sikasem no, a buy, and to all ban on his sister Sewa, the wife, on a buy. And Omo Ebe catcher me mammy, and me papa agent Apolipo, Ebe Sreme mammy, and me papa Kodraba. They say the Onon Kwana Abba, and so Obeku TV, so they are. As I say, Papa Kokobuano, because some Papa Nyampo for Jane and Nam, now Sunny near Maniamano, Sako Jubeko TVs for first time. Until I'm so okay, Ombeka and Samati. Any movie any bar crack. Until you best share Brachas are down for be a friend of Brales, no Ben and Ampedu, one your best share. And it's just a chance, yeah, ye be a casses and any Maniama, SCA, can I say video, until SCA choreography. Miss Meduma and I'm a year and beginning ye kokosre nua ba akosue Japan sata no abo nenyom no frame tino won so ye video clip be ene hwe na aye pese rani ade na na bryce was akonti akosre nzen kan dancers me boy but ansi na say ya ye force ntimi ko fa madam fi be fe nana owusu ena Frankina Jones ena Helena Hagan ye for no hwe sika sem video back TV so first GBC obi atemesebo ena me homo me so abrante odonti na me tete flowers bi ma oba na yesi class na me dada me na me small boy any the buy anti by God grace at that time na hit here because na TV no so na GBC
be opombo
na obehwe eno no bi ehwe anti GBC na ya anti Franco Park Franco Ghana yeah. Frank Mr. Francis na o promote here so the be call the whole Ghana tour any a chance here any say be call region bia de ko boy the kofobia ye ko ball Sunyai Stadium ye ko ball Takrade ye ko Cape Coast any ye ko ball Video City Asante Mampon say one ye free ye ko gi din o pa sata malanjima ko gi din o any ye ko ye can say e bron so brekum ye ko ball omo ho any ko ball be akutia be bi omo tu diamond no any ye be ball Kumasi City Hotel and ya babe bo Accra Trefe Palais Trefe.
So wait, at this point was it just Daddy Lumba or Lumba Brothers?
Daddy Lumba alone. And Daddy Lumba and dancers. Okay. So at which point did Lumba Brothers became a thing? Lumba Brothers the Lumba no brachas wa Ghana no. Now oto we kwa. Okay. Oto nyom school. Enti almost as a contact group singers mampon before say or be call can say Jabin akwa yes and no say or yes sports 2 meter 400 meters na or a good no entertainment prophet and you know a lumba so and to share brandness na mo ko ball ban no and omo no ko ye album no and omo ye Lumba Brothers.
I see.
So that's here anti brandness di ka buy na brachas so bano na esi ma Ghana for who say Lumba no ankasa onye ye ne ye team ye ne kanea ye di showcase buy ye the call tour the whole Ghana and it's just a free or call back any me ko cassette the brema me be you name it.
Yes, we know you name it. Yeah.
Cassette na ne ton and a bra about the LPs so any LP.
Oh, Papa Shio, to the Gen Zs that are watching, this is the time that you can switch to Cartoon Network because I can see you are lost. Yeah. Don't worry. But you are hearing things like video cassettes, LP. Don't worry. tonight's show is not your level. We're talking about a legend, the legendary Charles Kojofosu, a.k.a. Daddy Lumba. When you hear Ernest, we're talking about Nane Champon, right?
Yeah.
So don't be lost at all. Stay on. We'll try to carry you along as we go along, okay? Papa Shi, remember which now let me bring lawyer into the conversation because Daddy Lumba no don't wanna ka say about. In fact, me to baby say wofa nseme isisi wo abrabom nyina obetime nya Daddy Lumba nyoma it's me addressing every situation. Okay?
It is true.
Oh wow.
He addresses every situation in life, and to be able to understand that and to be able to get that, you should just view his very personality. In fact, Lumba's personality is one of conflict.
Explain.
Yes.
Conflict.
Conflict.
Hey.
A clear conflict. You see, he died at the age of 60.
60, yes.
You know, to be 60 years, it means that if he were a civil servant, he would have been on pension at the time that he died. But if you look at his outfit and the way he goes about with his style of dreadlocks, that is youthful. So his personality is a conflict between age and youth.
Right.
So that's the first conflict, and that makes him a philosopher. It's difficult to understand a philosopher. It is only when a philosopher has passed on that people begin to admire him, to understand him. Remember the words of Rita Mali when her husband died. He said, this man, he took himself to be nobody, but we all know that he had the ability to shake the world.
Sure.
So you see Lumba standing there, and you think it's nobody. No, it's full of philosophy written on the body. And what is this conflict? Because the conflict starts from the heels up to
the head.
The head. Yes, everywhere. You see, if you take somebody like, say, Jiwelaka from Nzema area, that's Western region, Sekendi Takrade, Tema, A.B. Krenzel, born in Prestia, Tema, Pat Thomas, from Ashanti to Sekendi Takrade, Accra. So you see that their sort of music lifestyle is always a mixture of so many parts. In the case of Lumba, he was lucky to have been born in a very typical and remote Ashanti setup, uninfluenced by any external thing. And so he knew how to speak the Twi language with an expert efficiency. Two, the sort of music he understood was based on the typical Ghanaian high life as he knew it. Unlike others who, in the 80s up to the 90s, we remember Akoti Brofu.
Yes.
George Darko, who knew the high life. And what is high life? Initially, we had the Pamwan music. I'm sure you know the Pamwan music. People will gather around. Very good.
Yes.
And then, when the Takrade Harbour was built, we had sailors from Liberia and other places, and then we had the introduction of Western instruments. So, pure African rhythm plus European instruments coming together to form what we got as high life. And then George Darko comes in with the Burger high life, pop, funk, disco, mixed, and then shooting up. And that was the trend. And then this young man comes in who had not received training from anybody. When I was sitting down there with my brother, we were talking about Kumapim, Akwesiampo for
yes.
You know, he trained Amachi Dede.
Yes.
But you can't tell me that there was anybody that Daddy Lumba followed. If he had done that, he would have been influenced. He never had any influence.
So he was purely original.
Purely original and purely Akan, purely Ashanti. Then, so you understand?
Yes.
And the conflict was that this original man who knew only high life was now going to face Burger high life in Germany. And he made every attempt to stay within high life, whilst at the same time being cognizant of where the trend was moving. So that was one conflict. So when you listen to his song, it becomes easy for you to say that it is high life. At the same time, you see an infusion of a little bugger trend. But he makes every attempt to stay where he was. And that was another conflict. There was also another conflict within him as a result of his upbringing. We are told, indeed we know, that his father died very early. And the only source of love, attention, and affection that he had was the mother. That is a woman. He goes to school, very, very poor, but extremely intelligent, athletic, very handsome, and then falls into the hands of a woman, a young lady who would love him,
care for him
for a very long time, and then care for him. So here you see that he gets another person that he would consider as a friend in addition to the mother. And that person was not a male, a female. So it became a conflict in himself because he was a man and he needed to express manliness. Unfortunately for him, he had been brought up by a woman to behave like a woman. It tells on his dressing and the way he sang and the deep affection he had for women.
Okay, no, Mary Jo said, it celebrated women a lot more.
Based on the background. So this is the conflict.
Except for dangerous.
And then, yes, I'm coming there. So you see that areas too, that he talks about explicit or implicit sex, those rough ones. Don't forget that this is somebody extremely, abjectly poor who comes across a very rich person's daughter, a Kumasi contractor's daughter. There's nothing you can do to please the person in order to attract her constant and continuous love and care, apart from what a man has to do for a woman.
Lawyer, it's 10 p.m. You can say it. Feel free.
So, so you will see that there's nothing Lumba had in exchange for the woman's love, apart from what a man can do. Do I say in bed? When
you mean his sexual performance?
It became part of him. Because when it's like, let's say, put it the other way around. If you're a woman and somebody picks you as a girlfriend, when you know he already has his wife, when he is sick, you don't cook for him, you don't do anything for him. So what you can do in order to sustain his attention is just the sexual part of his life. And that is only where he needs you. Lumba too felt that that was the only thing he could do for his best friend. And it told on him. It became part of him. And he expressed that in his music. At the same time, society was against that. So it became a conflict because he was expressing something which our society frowned upon. So this was a conflict, a personal conflict, an internal conflict. There was also a conflict because if you listen to many of his songs, Lumba expressed the poverty within which he had grown. At the same time, he expresses the wealth, materialism, the place he had attained. So all through the songs, he sings for simplicity, for mediocrity, and then he shoots to a level of materialism, a level of riches. And in the end, he stands in the middle and advises that it is always better for you to fight and then go higher than to be lazy. So it means he was frowning upon laziness. He was championing hard work, which was also an Ashanti character. Ashantis don't believe in long life. Long life. No. It's a blessing from the Bible. In African oral literature, we don't express longevity. We express heroism. And that was why he stated that Onipa beje nidi na wamepe nyeche. Because Akans, and in particular Ashantis, believe that even if you die at the age of 15,
but you leave a strong name behind.
Strong, at the funeral, everybody will
in other words, a good name is better than long life.
Long life.
Pastor Yamba.
No, he's not pastoral. No, ours is not pastoral.
Oh,
we are
no,
talking about.
I just want to
Akan
ask
philosophy.
Pastor's opinion.
No,
Because
his opinion, he will not accept that.
why won't he accept? Pastor Anokye, what do you saying? Say, nipa be paid in one be paying niche.
Oh, there be. Dim Papa, yes, na hunya.
Okay.
Sana Solomon kan. Solomon was blessed, but at the end, osini na a vanity.
Yeah.
Enti Solomon si dim Papa yes na hunya. Enti yes so far kwam Papa sunya
Yeah.
So what they say, but so be fa kwam bone so na wanya na wawu are young there. Ya ne there enhia go anymore.
Okay.
And more community so.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. We're having a lovely conversation on the man, the legendary Charles Kwadwofosu, aka Daddy Lumba, and we're getting some great education right here. We're talking about the philosophy behind the entire, the character, the man. And Lawyer is taking us places that I like. Lawyer, proceed.
Yes. So, and then also you hear this man talking about love. And the love, he creates a conflict between service to God, where he does it with alacrity, expertly, and I mean the gospel parts of his songs.
Yeah.
At the same time, this man will jump to another level completely, where you may think that there is no religiosity in him. So everybody will be right, anyone at all will be right to say that this man is a philosopher, and his philosophy is one of conflict. Because if you take the secular part of human life, you find him there. You take the religious part of human life, you find him there. And then if you take youthfulness, he is there.
He's there.
If you take age, he is there. If you take man, he's a man. Then if you take woman, very soft spot for women, he's also there. And then above all else, this morning I was telling a certain station that when you study music, it's like studying athletics. They will tell you that when you are running as a sprinter, don't look back. The moment you look back, nobody will tell you have failed. But that, it is unprofessional. When you are singing in music, you are not supposed to mention your own name. Never. That's why the hymns, you don't find the writers
of the hymns, their names and the...
Always, it is your voice, that is your name. In the case of Lumba, always his name was expressive. So you could see that he was not projecting music as such, but he was projecting a message, like the gospel according to Daddy Lumba. And why would people not write him off? He would always do it such that you cannot write him off. That even though Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, we were mentioning here a short while ago, would not mention their names because they kept and stuck to the rules. This man would break the rules and still be a champion. And that is why he's a genius.
Yeah.
Then, you see, in Ghana, we have this man, Yaw Anokye. I'm mentioning his name because he's dead.
Yeah. And
then a lot more who sang songs, who made songs for political parties. And the moment they mark you as CPP, PNC, you are dead. Your profession comes to an end. In the case of Daddy Lumba, he made a certain song for the MPP, Nana Akufo-Addo.
Yeah. Na, you win now. And Yentobia. Yentobia was a normal high life song, and the NPP picked.
That's not, but as for Nana, he expressed very good. There was a time my wife was doing the MBA, and I went there in the night. It was part-time, so in the night I would go and pick her. And then the professor was telling them that the smartest Ghanaian musician was Daddy Lumba. So I kept quiet, became very attentive. He said this was a man, unlike Yaw Anokye, who sang for NDC and then lost fame. In the case of Daddy Lumba, he sang for Nana Akufo-Addo, all right. And immediately Nana Akufo-Addo lost the election, he came out with the song teasing Nana. You heard that song, Nana Wo.
I didn't hear that one. But you hear that one.
That's the song, Nana Wo. Very good. So he balanced himself.
Yeah, I think I recall. Yeah.
He has to look for it.
Yeah.
No, he quickly balanced himself.
I remember that. I think I must have heard that. Yeah.
So that should tell you how smart the person was.
Yeah.
And then also, it is difficult to understand. We look at Jesus Christ. He died before we understood him.
Some people still don't even understand.
Even understand Bob Marley. He died before he became great.
Yeah.
When he was ordinary, he thought he was an ordinary musician. After him, and then Kwame Nkrumah, Mandela, all these people, when they go away, and the same as Lumba. You see, Lumba died before people really began learning his songs. I can assure you that Lumba is the only musician on our continent whose songs evade immediate capture. I don't want to mention it, but they are very favorable Ghanaian musicians. The moment they finish singing their songs, even a 5-year-old girl could pick the song and then complete it.
Lumba song,
in the case of Lumba, it is so philosophical.
It's deep. It's deep, very
so
deep.
You go forward, he branches here and there, and then set you back before going on track.
Lawyer, hold on. Let me go to Papa Shi on this part. And later on, we'll also go have a conversation with former Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Mark Okre-Kumante, who also, worked with the legend on a number of fronts. Just say, we feel on that more teacher at Nabi because Besine, Mitida de Lumba Nyoma, don't want to maintain. In fact, a lot of the words, I can't even hear what he's saying. Maybe you hear what they talk. You hear what they talk for the song.
Elective chief.
Yeah, and then maintain. Joga say, Ari, Zamirayo, that Lumbazi, Ari. What's it?
It's like, listen, what's that? Typical. Asante for, and now could be Mampong, and it's Ansuta. It's me catching me beyond my door. Tiwa Babet on no business. We are can I see anything? Man, Becca just a J Guabra. I see anything, a J Guabra. And go for Bisame. Now, oh, brother, what's it saying?
That's right.
Because I'm buying. Was it? We know not be my breaking it down, catch room. And you may say no, my catch room. Now, see, no can you because you'll come from your can Germany. And I'm saying, or two gospel, no, or two hymns. So what I say, it's musically, no, or no, like or slang, you know. So what I say, and the chin walker, but I could be also broth lies, you know. So what I say, and a typical chi. May call ye seminum a taji, or my misem kakra crash him. And now catch him say, Akusa, young corner, the ombetias you na. Me can't say the be a crown at church and you know chromo. Inti conisi na easy mawamo because ye chino, ye can't woman tiasie. So they say, ne mame a teacher ni papa a headmaster.
Wow.
And the child so no a bene e school with my dear papa. When you my dear papa.
No, you can tell. No, Obi me attain that level of talent there naturally.
When you my dear pa song and of music and send the BBR. So what I say.
No, it's deep.
Or bathroom or Betty and Tiamusa, no pano Betty and Tiamusa.
Then you're the one your favorites.
Oh, maybe
my three.
What's it?
Then you know my three I all do.
Oh, and you more 3 dear. Said the night, then me, I'm a catcher and answer or Tiasiano. So what I say, auntie.
Into the way.
Oh, there be me, or no Charles Becker, say, beer. One way any Dana winning.
Now one can so who Papa Shi
catch no. A minute no me no.
Oh, Papa Shi means that Lumba jump there.
Minute. Who say men pie boy ni tie me sufre. Ma men pie boy
in runya me.
I just what they say. Who say what shall say with them pie boy because I or to gospel nti. So they say men pie boy ni. So what they say. Tie men pie boy one kasa bon say.
Pie boy deep. Lawyer, which is your favorite Daddy Lumba song?
Mempai
was all there.
Yeah.
Hey, and men corner Mako word. Mine there are 2 A+ and a decline. I like A+. Who free A+? And Uncle Frobe dream say you drew because and you drew na don't call be so the baby na yemi. Ah, Mercury, you know if you speak cheese, so if they sing say where one year. ABC drew. No, Papa Shi, ABC drew. I mean, wouldn't time more Troy what inspired it? And then, of course, answer a baby why not Teresa?
Oh, Sister Teresa, yes, sister, fancy, ne bra damfo.
Okay.
Sister Teresa, the picture and that one.
Oh, okay.
I know Kumasi. Sister Teresa, Abebrese.
Okay.
Sister Teresa, ona fancy or saw bra chasing. Sana Brachas catch me. It means we name Stateza in a way. But the Radin fan crying sees Stateza and a Brachas is what one.
Oh, I see. Into no son inside a boy and when you make for the music career. Oh, yeah, then you're
saying crying for that school time and your man. But
he's somebody, I say, he doesn't forget people who do him favors. And he said,
ungratefulness is not good. So we are there. Since so can be the man now kind of done as here. So they say, or yes to say, and you depend on the bami na enkron aka wo he na baako abano da awrade nyankopon say me kwata no ko see I'm clean na o se ba mo ye 10 na mo ba ade na enkron ama entini isu ana yes enkron no wo he na edu ne ba mi fie enkron aka wo he akwatafo du edu ne ba me nchen na wo teatea mu say Yesu hu ye mobo Yesu yeni dawoso enso bia kona eba menchen enkronwa aka wo he nti obi ya de ma na wada na se ti na Charles Bonyuma sisa teza eno se na obi ya de ma me na me da na se nso a ene ho ne mase danie because him say me nko
oh, go. They have fanya addition. Oh, no, Papa, she go. Oh, there be also to me for na so that people understand. Said you be oh, yeah, and also that account someone go am in church money and say ma. And no na ma dia bu different distortions of the story no equity.
Said you be bad denti. You ba ni ato ho me.
We're talking about the legendary Charles Kojofosu, a.k.a. Daddy Lumba, a man we lost quite recently. Shout to my man, Seth, Kespen FM and Kespen TV. Good to know you're also tuned in. Good evening to you, Marina. Good to know you're also tuned in and watching. It is... I don't even know what to say. Mercury, you've got the messages. We'll be going online to read some of your messages very soon. But I already have a lot coming in here. So many questions. Lawyer, somebody is saying that, so those of us who don't understand the Lumba songs, what do we do? If you don't understand, stop listening.
No, not stop listening. It means you should continue to read the person.
How are you going to read the person? Nobody has written anything about Daddy Lumba.
Very good. And so you continue to learn, and that forces you to learn him, because the moment you complete and you understand a particular subject, you don't get back to it. But because it is difficult to understand him, you always have to go back to him. There is this song, it should be in the Akwanoma. The one he says, Nanka, is it that Akwanoma?
Yeah, I think so.
Continue. This is so deep.
Like somebody, a prominent person. It be a what ambition be me person me say. And so my family, and as a family.
Yeah, mommy explain in patch. You see, I can't for
yeah.
And that be a year or in Cassia be or two for
therefore.
And now be do therefore be the say. Nina subtitles and a recent.
Yeah.
A recent obi anywhere near about 60 years. No mum can it te pano. Now I can't for you now some danger. Na danger hene ne friend or therefore.
Oh.
How don't go on and what title? All the interior accounts were serving danger, and the king was or therefore. Now when Ashanti was able to defeat danger, you know the first people who met him and then did whatever they would do to him were the Jabin people. Jabin Fwana, a quarter no they took the body, the skin from the rest of the body, with the view to drying it so that in the end they will use it for making drums.
The drums.
Now, enona jabin foi hataya anyeye. So what I say, and the year catcher one say, well, why are you doing some muddy or therefore woman? And I'm the banyan chene. So it means because the intention was that Ombedi wa hini near manaya ni ya ma chese obia we kono na wo skin no for them it was a pain. I don't know whether to the body or to the soul or the spirit, but when they didn't succeed, it became a saying among the Ashantis. Say, what the other therefore woman ever reach. That is, you are trying to do the impossible and you will never succeed. So when you get to a certain level, like you've killed a man already, why wanting to use his skin to make a drum? That will be unnecessary victory. You can never attain that level. Na nipa way to me de aba ni music mu until you know history. It will be difficult for you to understand Lumba, just as he too did not understand.
And you know, what's not so true. And now we're studio in Manaba.
Or train Charles Tronium. Or trade cheaper, or trade P, or trade English.
Wow. Mercury, messages. What the public is saying.
A lot of messages. This one says, hi, good evening to MQ and GQ. My favorite DL song is Eye Nadum. Great show. Keep it up. Great work. Iniesta from Adenta. And this one says, may the soul of Daddy Lumba rest in peace. My favorite Daddy Lumba song is Makramo. And it's coming in from Richard Apia Kubi. He's in Akimoda. Samnana is the name. It says Aqua Noma is my favorite. This one says my all-time DL song is Shout About It. Shout About It.
Is that the title?
Yeah, that's the title.
No, I think that's one of my favorites. I love that one.
Very great song.
That's the one the boy performed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Kwe. I'm from Kumasi, Abrepo. I'm watching and I think Daddy Lumba was brought to this world for a purpose.
Yep.
And he truly lived for his purpose.
He lived that purpose.
We thank God for such a wonderful gift in Charles Kojofosu Daddy Lumba. Lumba is gone, but his legacy lives on. My favorite Lumba song is Mimpai Boni.
Mimpai Boy. Papa, she's favorite too. So from Mimpai Boni.
This one says, good evening, GQ. Aquanoma has always been my favorite from Lumba, and I class that song as my spiritual song. He goes on to say, so I went for a night shift on Friday, and the following day, which was Saturday, myself and family went to the beach, and the drive was like 3 hours. We were just enjoying his tunes throughout the journey, not knowing he had passed on.
Yeah, it happens.
We got to the beach, and the first thing my friend's wife told me was, your man Lumba is dead. My entire mood changed. We've lost the gem, and we need to celebrate his life. He's the greatest to ever do it. Rest on legend, coming in from Sakatu, from Luton. This one says, good evening, George. This is my first time watching the show, and I'm loving it. My all-time favorite song of Daddy Lumba is Bubra. Beautiful song. Please play it for me. Well, definitely I'll play that for you. Ofebia from Anya, I'll play for you. And this one says, rest in perfect peace, Daddy Lumba. May your legacy last long.
I've got one from Tom Brown right here. It says, GQ, the death of Daddy Lumba has hit many of us so bad, and it's as painful as it is. We can only celebrate him and keep his memories forever. Shouts to my friend Stephen Odru, a.k.a. Young Daddy Lumba, and special good evening going out to my friend Olivia Dujainfi, listening in the watching us live from the United States of America and enjoying the show. I mean, there are so many messages here. It is. Let us go on Zoom and speak to Honorable Mark Okrekuma and say, Honorable. Good evening, Honorable. Is Honorable?
George, I hope you can hear me.
Oh, Honorable, I can hear you loud and clear. How are you doing, sir?
God's grace, I'm fine.
Yes. Sorry for keeping you up so late and interfering with your evening. But again, we are celebrating a man that we hope you know better than some of us, because when it comes to music history, I mean, just this morning, you and I were having a conversation. I was telling you to write a book. Honorable. And so, please, because right now, Lawyer is giving us some good info about Daddy Lumba here. But the conversation I had with you this morning was very, very insightful. And I like the angle you were coming from, that nobody really knew Daddy Lumba very well. What would make you say something like that? I mean, we knew Daddy Lumba. He was a musician, the one with the dreadlocks, and he sang, you know, Mempai Boy. Or was that not Daddy Lumba?
Yes, George. Yes, I will reiterate what I said, that nobody in the industry would say he or she knows Lumba, apart from his family. And Papa Shi will come across as his family.
Yeah.
Because Papa Shi was like family to him. He lived. I mean, my first time that I knew Lumba, all right, he had come for interviews and everything, but my closeness with him started with Papa Shi.
Oh, okay. How did that happen?
Okay. Papa Shi is my body. Oh. He will tell you, he's my body.
Honorable, the way it's going there, looks like you'll also become a pastor soon, though.
Yeah, I mean, if God says I should become a pastor, I'm not sure it's a bad career.
Sharp.
Yes. But can I say that is a career in the first place?
Oh, for some people, yes. It's a career and a calling.
Bible said they were fair juma pano.
Yes.
Fair radio juma, no fair juma papa.
Ejuma papa.
Fair radio juma, a such a presidency.
Exactly. So it's a good career. Papa, she has confirmed.
You are welcome.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, Papa, you know, I used to roll with Papa Shi on daily basis. I mean, within the week, I'll see Papa Shi minimum 3-4 times.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he will pick me up, we'll go and eat at Heavy Do. I mean, we meet. He will pick any latest thing, Papa Shi will come in. So, one evening, they said Papa Shi was looking for me at Joy FM. I was a presenter then on Joy Soldier, your show that you used to play.
Yes.
I'm actually the owner.
Yes.
Yes. So, and because Papa Shi is a friend to Joy FM, he could walk in at any time. So around 11 p.m., he said Papa Shi was looking for me. I said, oh, you should come in. He comes in every time. You should come in. So he came and said, Brad Charles was looking for me. And so that is why I still call Daddy Lumba. I don't call him Daddy Lumba. I still call him Brad Charles.
Papa Shi also does same. Yeah.
Papa Shi says Brad Charles. So that Brad Charles also the Yanko. So somebody had to sit in for me. We exited the building. And then in front of the building next to Joy FM, at the time it was SSB. Today it's called Societe Generale. I saw this silver with red interior, fresh CLK packed.
Uncompleted. Was it uncompleted?
Which one, the car?
Yeah, uncompleted. That's, I mean, convertible. So, Master Richard Friend, uncompleted.
Yes.
So, uncompleted car.
Yeah. So, the person got down. Let me not talk about height this evening. The person got down, and it was Daddy Lumba.
Wow.
And I know him because I was a DJ. And he used to come for interviews at Joy FM, just that we were not friends.
Yeah.
So he came and said that, oh, you know his small voice, and that calm, noble, soft voice. And you know, if for a young guy who had just started music production relatively, who Lumba had come to look for around 11 p.m.
It was a big deal.
He said it was a big deal. And Papa, he himself knew it was a big deal. He was excited Lumba was looking for me. He said, oh, and apparently he was coming from the airport. He had just landed.
Yes.
So Papa Shi, I'm sure it was Papa Shi who took the car to the airport.
Let me check.
Hold on. Papa Shi wants to chip in quickly here. Yeah, Papa, come in.
Honorable.
Yes, Papa.
Car no. Me the surprise no.
Oh, okay.
Me ko G's car no despite all. And I got talk car no madam for you when I'm the share Brad Charles.
Wow.
Airport. And I'm the bar joy and I'm say wa pet okra kusa say anadubia no.
Yeah, with you know.
And I'm saying if the airport straight to Okraku.
Oh, I see.
And a band Charles first time on not track and money be so.
Wow.
And the bar.
Wow.
Because that time when you're not buying that and go 4 years, you know, and I'm a calling Canta man no. Because no one here. Me na me hwe na chi bibia anti me dey am so no say me go to car sin because this car despite when I ton kaka because this car and I'm gas see na
Oh, and you're telling me that the song had made so much money that you could just buy a brand new song.
Oh yeah. Can't that's so signifio. And I'm a yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So now, on the horse's own mouth, you
Interesting.
Yeah, and yes, don't be surprised. Lumba had big sales. Lumba Kojenti, grade A sale. And Amate, then maybe the Hiba Kisses and Amanzibar, they will come, they will follow. So don't be surprised that Papashi, and I'm not sure that was all the money. I'm sure after that they got some more sales, some more money after the car.
Oh yeah.
And Papashi was always at Despite's place. It wasn't just Lumba. He always he would go to Despite as well.
The Cobra say,
yeah.
There's a Despite.
So, Bright House says that, Officia na meba na papa famra mi huna. Yes, no on record day. That's the break of call. Then I said yes. They said, he's so proud of me. That's why he had come to encourage me. I've done well. But where is Dasebre? So he took some small history around Dasebre, and he said he will look out for him very soon before he goes. But he's glad he's come to meet me. He likes me. He motivated me. He encouraged me to continue with what I'm doing. And I remember what he said. He said that it wasn't easy for any newcomer in her life. It wasn't easy for anyone, especially somebody who records in Ghana, not in the West or Western countries, to join a big, they were about 6. And he mentioned Kojontri, he mentioned the not before himself, Amache, Nana Champon. He said that for a newcomer like that, Rejamna to record from a Ghana studio like that, Mallet, and join them where Abion had been Abion was the biggest song at the time.
Yeah.
So the money that Papa she went to take was Abion money.
Yeah, Abion money, yeah.
Abion was Haskaron.
Yes, Abion buy Nanka or more, yeah, I start time, no more, yeah, say no. And they call Joy FM. Joy.
Yeah,
Choice FM.
Choice, okay.
And I make a interview that time, interview Kogan can't I? Because that's that time I mean no.
I don't know person said.
I said not resomade then you be by a friend say okay resomanyu Abiba, thank you.
Resomanyu, okay.
And a brother Charles okay near you. One also the Bakubi Babe fem. And what they
Aben
buy. Now Aben wa buy and I'm so may prepare atadwe. And yet then so they say it's na me brother Charles na ye na ni na so bodu na ye. Is a Charles the any Felix atam na be affect me.
Be come.
So they say in the SM me cry encounter. Emmanuel so they say and me gina mu akosi say omo ntimi ansa enwom no.
No, what has a non person say na, non person mo ye den de say.
There be na omo nte enwom na say beat no.
Right. Non person be bo.
Like say unse enwom e ba na ye na ene na aye easy o. Me bo enwom oba hema ya santo do ewe me twen wo mse ade ma ko ka me bro ni man ka me bibini enti ye monwom no GBC ene ne ma ya famu enti ko bo aben wa manyima dididi no a de na wo pa kire what they say sometimes no na ye to profane ene ya hye na tare so what they say atadwi na profane na meto ene ma hye na tare na me de to ma se me to ma otumfo se tu ne asante man pon ene me de we kam otumfo fa asante ye kingdom ade e dawo se omo kwa akono na omo di nkuni mo mba na omo to omo bom pempe atadwe ene ati den ni no omo tutu pa de gu omo so no na me fa ba na me sa to enam se me fa
wo de fa bibi
mi so anwom no fa ho ndi charles de no ba na na oni ano se jigu a me sika nyina so me ye me ko fight so they say at that time me Martin Genzi wo wi ase what am I say na me board on yen ko night club yen ko if you anu na ko fifi prato na ba bi e be china na dwono sa e be so bi aboy nwom mai
no correct
so they say enti nkanyom no ko down e mic nim dey see e na ma me ko to saka na de ko shia bra Charles e na e ba okraku e na just am for say Lumba Saba
correct it's enough
when timi an konka no na just was Saba back
honorable what would you
yeah, so in that evening I was excited. Get see Papashi. I was excited that Lumba had recognized my hard work. And so they left. And then I don't know what you want to know again, but that is how my relationship with Lumba started.
Would you say he was a difficult man to work with? Because I've also heard some argue that, hey, if you invite Daddy Lumba for a show, when you pay him, he's coming with your money. When he gets there, no, try Mike Nemunyada or the scab amount, no, could he? Are some of these stories true?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's why every interview that I do on Lumba, I say that Lumba is not an angel. But he was eccentric.
Yeah.
And if I say he was eccentric, people who have worked around creative people, you know that most of them are not at the center.
Yeah.
The moment they fall in the center, then they become managers or they become office people, then they are no longer creative people. So some of us over time accepted them as, in the West. Sometimes you see Prince, Michael Jackson's Prince.
Yeah.
His friend or his competitor Prince. Sometimes he goes for an award event as if he's wearing pajamas.
He even kept changing his name.
His name, you understand? So creative people, because of how they are wired by nature, that's how nature made them. They struggle to find because you see, the moment you become a center person, you can't challenge status quo. And creativity comes out of challenging status quo.
True.
Correct. So that is why they are not what we in Ghana we say they are not normal. And it is acceptable to see them as they are not normal. And for Lumba's type of person, why are we all discussing the whole weekend everybody's discussing Lumba? Because he wasn't normal. He's not a normal person. Today I was saying that the only person that I have seen that in this country in our time, that the person has gotten this type of attention was our former president, Atamils. After President Atamils, no other person, not even Rollins, didn't get this attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The power of a creative person. And I know by the next month that maybe we'll think of planning his funeral and all of that. George, the record that Lumba was set, I'm not sure that in our time we've seen that before. Again, you remember at a point in time when I was in office as a deputy minister, we came out to talk about some funeral tourism.
Yes, I recall.
This is the right time to use that Lumba for the funeral tourism.
In other words, what you are saying is that I will say
I do not know.
The hotels will not be enough. We will come. Honorable, you are right.
You can even do it in Accra, but you expect people across the world coming to Ghana. Because I hear Germans are talking about celebrating him, UK, British are celebrating him all over the world. Those who can connect with his music are celebrating him. And so, with his eccentric nature, I accepted him like that. But guess what? I about 7 years ago, when I was at Multimedia, managing Hit FM, I said that, I don't know what happened to me, but I said I wanted to celebrate Lumba's birthday with him.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to have a party for Lumba on his birthday.
I hope it wasn't a surprise party, because with Lumba, you can surprise yourself.
Oh, correct. That is why the party didn't happen.
Uh-huh.
The party didn't happen because his manager, Roman
Father.
"Oh, we want to be careful. So I said, so what do I do for him to celebrate him? So Roman Father said, I'll get back to you. So he came back and said, he's fond of. But before he left, I told him, look, I can't buy an aircraft. I can't buy his type of cars.
You can't buy us, okay?
Yes, his type of cars I can't. So they said, oh, a Pokran Togum. Actually, it was Papa She who gave me Sahad Beno.
Yeah.
Sahad Beno. It's a Pokran Togum. Papa She was the one who taught me. Say Pokran Togum. I hope he remembers what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So I said, Pokran Togum. What do you think I can give him, even if it's small? By the time I heard he was going to buy an iPhone, and at the time the iPhone was around 14,000. I said, fine, as for iPhone, I can afford. Because I see the young girls flaunting iPhone on social media, so that one there, boys, you can afford. So I got Lumba an iPhone. I sent it to him. Look, the number of phone calls Lumba made to me, just to say thank you.
He was a very appreciative, that showed a lot of appreciation.
He even said he was going to call his whole family to come to my house.
Oh.
And come and thank me.
Wow.
And he said, I didn't know he could be that soft.
Yeah, I mean, Lawyer has told us why. The feminine side of him.
Yes. And you listen to his music.
Yeah.
You will see that he tries to acknowledge people. And note, Lumba was the one who introduced how to use names as parts of the main lyrics for songs. Before Lumba came, the musicians used to break and say, Ora, George Quay, our Joy FM. In your way, what they are. But Lumba didn't do it like that. But he did Charles Alanjima,
Ghana Video City.
As part of
So
the
he
song,
made it a part of the song.
instead of breaking and then talking. No,
Okay.
he was the one who introduced that thing. And for your information, the Alanjima is your own brother's father, Gio's father.
Whose father? Gio Jima. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
Right.
Shouts to Gio. Yeah, Gio is my man.
Our
Yeah.
own Gio.
Our own Gio Jima. Famous films.
Yes.
Right.
And he did that. Rosemary and Ponsa. Kofi Adosi Wewuama, that is Rosemary's husband, Kofi Andisa.
Oh, okay.
Guess what? That thing that he was doing was the marketing tool. Anytime he mentions somebody from your place, you tend to like him as an artist.
Yeah.
Because you can identify yourself with him. Oh, Lumba Kra Acknowledge. Because he knew Kende Japan, while Kende Japan was popular with MPP and as an MP, he said, Kende Japan Kwani Bay,
To draw a distinction.
Yeah,
Yes.
to draw the, yeah.
I'm
Between the
not
two.
talking about
Yeah.
the
Very
MPP
sensible.
Kende Japan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about the Kende Japan Kwo.
Yes.
That is Kempong.
Kampong, yeah.
Yes. So this is a person you can see that he plans
Charles Kwamana Geni.
his music.
Yeah.
Obibini Bruni.
Obibinim Brody. It was deep.
Yeah, he doesn't look. I'm not someone who listens to lyrics a lot, but for music producers, our interest is production.
Yeah.
And my reason for not acknowledging the lyrics, it's so when Lumba passed, a lot of you, I see people on social media singing the song. First time I'm hearing it on the words, because for music producers, we say that when the music crosses over to Togo, Oko Togo, Kontomri, and Flowers. Ghana and Yedian, would you New York, Kontomri, you don't even value it. The same as music lyrics. If it crosses over from this country to another country, Macarena, I don't understand, but it was a hit.
Oh, yeah, it was a big hit. Yeah.
I don't understand, it was a hit.
Hey, Alaji.
Producers, yes, Alaji, correct. For music producers, we don't look out for lyrics, we look out for production that can cross over. And Lumba got his productions too right.
Yeah.
He was like the eye-opener of our sound. It was Jodako who ignited the sound. Then Charles Samwa came to open it up. Then Lumba stabilized it. So you notice that after Lumba, most of our top musicians recorded in Germany. From Bodo Stega.
Yeah.
So Jodako, Kechi, Miamina Maseni, Ekoti Brofo, Charles Samwa, Menobegro. Or Menobegro to Sister Subai, or Dasem. Then Lumba came. And by Lumba's first, second album, they were no Bodo Stega. Yaka Quentium, Yatum Subo. So the Bodo Stega part came in with that type of sound. And my favorite Lumba song, by the way, is Makramo. So,
Akramo was with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
yes. So you will see that Makramo is on the BGJ album. It's the first song on that album. So you will see that a lot of our people, the Not Before had released Dinah. All of those songs that were not successful. Not Before's first successful album was Architectural Highlight Store. And it was from Bodo Stega, a root of Lumba.
Lumba.
And Amachi, they did all of them. Daughters. So then later people like that, Sebre and all of that, Max Kofi, then Papa Shi, all of them went to Bodo.
That Akedi.
But it was
Into Bodo
Lumba.
Stega, Kwana Lumba de Bie.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Bodo.
Right.
It was actually Charles Samwa who introduced.
Oh, Charles Nation. Okay, and
Yes.
introduce you. Oh, I
And
see.
But the job that they did was Playboy.
Right.
Ohiase.
Right.
So Charles Samwa did the programming, and then Bodo Stega did the mixing.
Yeah. We did the programming at Achimota here.
Okay.
Our house, Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Ahima's house.
Okay.
Me, Charles, and then Charles Samoa.
Okay.
We did the Ohiasemi.
The here's them there.
there.
And then you sent it to Bodo.
Yeah. Then Charles sent
Sent
back.
it. Okay, I see. Interesting. You see, oh no, you see why you should write the book.
Historian is in the studio.
Yes, that's what we should.
What he's saying is deep. What he's saying is deep, especially, and I'm sure he's listening to me.
Yes.
Where Lumba sees somebody, this man, Canadian Japan,
Yeah.
who had been kind to him.
Yeah.
And we had one Canadian Japan whose name was known everywhere. I mean, this man had to smartly find a way to distinguish between the two. And look at the way he puts it. Canadian Japan kwa winibe. So that when you hear, you know that he's not talking about. I say,
yeah, it's not that.
No, MPP. You know, and deputy minister, former deputy minister, is talking about it. He shows how he himself is philosophical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I was talking about the fact that he was struggling to maintain the reality of high life. You see, high life, as opposed to all other forms of music on the continent, is full of words, proverbs. Yeah. And Lumba maintained that. At the time he starts, you know, the instruments will play all right, you would enjoy everything. At the end of the day, the high life tank also is there, full of plenty words for you to interpret for your life. That's it. So, Mr. Minister, I also thank you.
Honorable, but you did not finish on the main question that I asked. You spoke about the fact that he's human and the complication. I was asking, why would he, you've invited him for a show, why would he carry your money along and test your microphone?
So, yeah, but bottom line, Lumba was not thinking like any normal performer. He's a perfectionist. People think Lumba is not a good performer. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
On a good day, he will surprise you.
Yeah.
You remember Akosua Puni did this show on the 27th December. I think it was when President Kufuor had come in as a fresh president. And almost all the top people, President Rawlings was there, President Kufuor was there, almost everybody was there. I think almost the whole Accra, big Accra, everybody was there. Death fights, everybody. And if we tell you what Lumba took the organizer through before he came on stage, to the extent that he had to call that if his wife doesn't come home before.
Wow.
Yes. Because he takes inspiration from his wife.
Wow.
Yes.
So
that fight again.
You said it.
That fight. Father Dixon, they had to organize to go and bring the wife.
Wow.
When the wife came, he actually told them the exact place he wants the wife to sit. He said somebody was sitting there. He says, I'm finding home. Now, they have to go and sack the person sitting there and let the wife sit there. Look, the show that he did on the net. You can go and find out if Akosua Puni can provide the video. He made Dasebe and the rest of them look so bad on the night. So he is somebody who looks out for specific things, and sometimes deliberately. He thinks that you must appreciate what he's bringing on board. These shows that they are showing right now, these were days that Lumba was not Lumba. He was not well.
Yeah.
You know, these shows were not Lumba.
Yeah.
No. You go back and go and pick some of his old videos. The ones that, Lumba, I wasn't surprised they said he was an athlete. When he won Ghana Music Award, and he was coming in for his award. The energy with which he walks upstage, it moves, how he walks, we call it galley, his galley.
Yeah.
Galley on the full stage, how he walks. And then he's about one of the best dancers when it comes to performances.
True.
Look, or your guy. Lumba, the guy.
We've lost an asset.
Or your guy. Look, he and on himself, me feeling no power him. Once I spoke about him when I used to host an anti-pro, and I said, for me, Lumba is Lumba, years ago. One artist, another high life artist called me and argued with me on phone for over 1 hour. That why should I say Lumba is my best high life artist? And I don't add Kojo to this because Kojo says it's not a high life musician.
No, he's not.
So I don't add Kojo to this.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I said, is it not my choice? Is it not my prerogative to choose who I think is my favorite? He says, no, someone like me, I shouldn't have a favorite. One day off air, I'll tell you the person. Because he says that if I say somebody is my best, it has influence on how a person will grow and all of that. But it's because I had listened to Lumba over the years.
Yes.
And I have seen that in productions as a music producer. And Zab Mallet always say, Lumba, dear Charlie, or time on your home. Apomko, when you're a music producer and you hear Lumba is dropping this Christmas, you are scared to release. You are scared because Lumba about. No Lumba about who will release you.
I had my fair share of his experience. You know, I don't know, about a decade ago, Mercury, one of the last Ghana Music Awards shows that were done in the conference center main auditorium before the Dome.
Right.
The Dome was 2019. That was the first time the Dome was used. I think prior to that, in 2018 or 2016, Lumba was performing at the event. I think it was for Yintubia, and it had won High Life Song of the Year or so, if my memory serves me right. So Lumba was there, you know, to pick an award, and he was to perform. And when Lumba got there, he didn't come through the front. He didn't do red carpet, any of those. He came through the back. And then he came to sit. He said, no, he didn't want to even sit in the auditorium. So he sat there. Oh, da, remember baby. Oh, Abuaji, me okay. I watch a program. No, what's my performance now? Then I bring the right order. Hey, I watch it. Wait, maybe I no one over two. Maybe I no one over two. Means ain't you? Shana young baby, and yes, quickly, I had to change the running order. Lumba had agreed that, look, we had begged, Lumba give us 15. He said, no, he would do just one song.
Yeah.
Hey, award show, any somewhat check. When he got on stage, he did like 8 songs. He did almost the whole album.
Yeah. I don't know if...
It wasn't him.
Yeah.
When he finished and it was leaving, the crowd said, no.
I don't know if Honorable, remembers his own events. MTN Music Festival. Daddy Lumba was backstage for how long?
Yeah.
They started playing the instrumentation and he felt there was something not right. And he was backstage for at least 15 to 20 minutes. If Honorable will remember that.
Okay, that day, do you know what he was doing?
What was he doing?
There was nothing wrong with the event. He said that he needed to go and thank them TN people for recognizing him. I him go and thank them first. And when the event organizer, I was under pressure. The instrumentation was ongoing. The band was playing, and he wasn't coming. And people were tweeting that on back, and it was on screen. The man was backstage thanking people.
That's right.
But George, before I go,
yes, Honorable.
Maybe we don't have too much time, so let me share.
Yes, we're running. Yes.
Yes, let me share my bad side with Lumba with you.
Yeah.
We have good times and we have our bad times. Lumba with me in a creative studio. We're having our conversation. And I said, Daddy, if you power your favorite, I said, and that's all movie. Look, that man, everything that you hear in his song, it is something that's around him.
Yeah.
It is something he has experienced. So they did our pet and that's all movie. I said, not me. Hey, baby, I was here. So make me do say, and that's all movie. We had a fine conversation. Say, moment on now, I'm that's a baby one. Oh, now about says I want to be part. Should I give your name? Should you use publicity? Say yes, do go ahead. So we started. Ghana, Nipa Boniphobia, no more Ghana. Somebody went to tell Lumba that, oh, it was a commercial event. So the man just changed. Now I call him, he doesn't pick up. I meet him at P2 studio. And the moment I saw him, I was angry because TV3 people felt that I'm going to bring Lumba, publicize that he was coming, and now they can't get through to Lumba. So I'm denting their brand. You know, those of us who believe in brands, it's a big deal. Now the man saw me, and I said, oh, Daddy, I'm there, Nadia Yemini. You know what he said? It's my baby. That's me, that's baby, you know. This time it's my baby. And when he told me he was walking off, he was going, after that, he would jam me for. man is angry with me. And man told me, George been to me said,
I can imagine how upset you were, but it happened.
Yes, so OD4 saw me and saw that I was angry. So OD4 quickly approached me and held me. And Lumba left me. So I was angry with him, didn't want to see him ever in my life. Then we went to do President Kufado's campaign, Labadi Beach Hotel. Labadi Beach, the beach, not the hotel.
Yeah.
So I saw people, like all of a sudden there was this people movement. And I didn't know what was happening. So I saw later on, I saw it was Lumba. I said, I probably am in a come to call no ban and more money fancy. I was angry that, you don't need it. But on the stage, before I noticed, somebody had held my back.
That's right.
And then I heard the voice saying that, because I was under pressure. Then I heard the voice saying that, photographer, I take how many photo back?
Oh.
The man I'm fighting you, no, only make your photo. And that was it. He killed the whole party. You know, it was that event that Lumba met Sarkodie.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that was Sarkodie's first performance that both Lumba and Sarkodie
were there.
Yes.
Honorable,
yes.
Unfortunately, our time is up. Look, Lumba conversations don't end, but let me thank you so very much this evening. Yes, let me say thank you so very much. And with the Impenium because you're shedding. And yes, Honorable, thank you very much. Let me come to the studio
to take my greetings to Papa Shi.
Yes.
My greetings to the historian. I watch him on GTV.
Yes.
I learned from him too.
Yes.
I salute to everyone in the studio.
Oh no, Papa, she says the next SLK is bringing it to me, so I'm waiting.
The next what?
SLK. Uncompleted car. That's a mere concert. Me theater. The same lead.
Okay, it's true. We'll consider you.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable. Council, we're about to wrap it up. I mean, we're totally out of time. I mean, in a nutshell, in about 10 seconds, what would be your parting words? To the family, to the children, to Ghana as a whole, to the world?
Yeah, I would say that, in many of his songs, he expressed the fact that he would not live long, he would leave us suddenly. Yeah. So it means that from the beginning, he knew the end. If you have a man like this, when he passes on, you celebrate him.
Yeah.
And so let us all celebrate him, and he will live forever. And that is what life is about.
Papa Shi, Obrako.
The Brako, and the Americans, Yamaina, Shedin, a Radenche, Nere, Ma, Ebusia, any Adolfoina Ding. Now, I want you to be a rare, was it the Wusun and soon. And there was no see an answer. But trying to say what shout was so set, be our name. Elmrai, the war, and Elmrai, the Frasa, as he saw. But, or see, when you pay one inside, I said, debut on my bank accounts, the Indian Babe and Assassin. It is a Mitie Papa de Biana, Mitin and some more capa, many brothers and Mitin and some, Utimen, some Mitians and Mitie Mark. They in Lumba will call. Yes, you be Frasa, see so. But also one inside, was shot was in the Pabu Preocupen, who win a cheap, a Temu Edaho. In Timoma and Dry home, yet we should love one another. Na yin so obadi and yen fa ni die mano yin na samoso ne be si ye kra yi e wo ya genkwa Yesu di mu de metimi aka no.
Amen.
Amen.
You heard them. The man is gone. Emmanuel Rodney Olivia Tete says, George, I am young, but listening to the legendary beyond legend. He was one of the 3 musicians God created, Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, and yours truly, Charles Kodjofosu, a.k.a. Daddy Lumba. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. From DJ Alovia inside DC. Mercury, we're going. Any final thoughts?
It's been insightful, and we've lost a very, very, very great one. And I think I said where we're actually celebrating, a life well lived, and we want to say a big thank you to Papa Shi and of course Prof for the great insights, and Honorable as well for joining us.
Call me evangelist.
We should go. Yes, evangelist. Evangelist.
Evangelist.
Yes.
It's right. But I think we must continue this.
It's
because
important.
There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to share.
Yes, there's so much.
Yes.
Look, I don't think you can consume Daddy Lumba in one show. We've barely scratched the surface.
Yeah.
There's a lot. If we are even to go deep into his songs and take them apart one by one, I'm sure the history that we can get from Council right here will be amazed. Because some of his songs are so deep.
So
you'd marvel at how somebody is able to sit down and write such poetry. I mean, it was just mind-blowing. He's a legend. Listen to this one that you're playing. Anyway, we just have to go. Thank you all so very much for being a part of the show. Special thanks to my man Kweku Outlook out there in Kumasi for my outfit. God willing, we're back here again next week. My name is George Quay. I did this with my brother Mercury Quay. And of course, it has been prime time right here on Joy Prime. Good night.